If you're planning on hopping on a plane anytime soon to travel anywhere in 2021, it looks like there's some changes, and I'm not talking about masks. I'm talking about the moolah. It's Rob Lizz, his morning crew on his radio.
Yeah, the prices are going up. In some cases, they're saying like 70% higher. And I know that firsthand because I was, while we were on vacation, I was looking to maybe take a trip later on in the year. And I was like, what in the world is happening?
I know, right? Now, the econo class, a lot of the airlines, that's like 18% higher. But there's some hope in sight because it looks like there's some new airlines that are coming this year. If that happens, that'll start bringing the price down lower because they're going to be very competitive. They'll want people on their planes, and so that'll start driving the price down a little bit. They also say if there is a low demand of people flying, that can bring the price down too because they want to entice people like you and me. So there's some things to think about, but it looks like at this moment of time, is it a lot of dime to get on a plane?
I know. Maybe just wait it out, kind of watch your prices, because right now I think we all are stir crazy and want to get out a little bit, but only if you got the extra money.
His morning crew.
How's it going for you? The whole healthy new lifestyle that you have adopted in 2021. If it went away, that's okay. You can still pick up on Veganary. It's Rob and Liz, his morning crew on his radio. I don't know if you heard of this, but Veganary is just what it sounds like. Eating like a vegan until the end of the month.
Yeah, and a lot of companies are kind of getting behind this, and I guess these are like huge companies that would have a commissary or someplace, and they're offering all of these vegan options, which are, things like you can't have red meat or chicken or eggs or dairy or honey. So they're offering a lot of fruits and vegetables and that kind of thing.
Yeah, because that's what you do. You eat the stuff that's grown and not animal-based or insect-based, because honey is an insect.
Yeah, 350,000 people have signed up with these companies that said they want to be on board for Veganary. So it's crazy.
I thought about it until my wife brought home a hamburger.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
I love my UGG boots. I have like UGG slippers and I absolutely love them. Very comfortable. I think a lot of people do. You can now treat your doggy to a pair of UGG boots. Listen, this will never happen.
Trying to picture what a UGG boot looks like.
Oh, they're hard to describe. They're generally brown or black. They're kind of like fuzzy. They're hard
I know
to
what
describe.
you're talking. They look like a slipper.
Sort of, yes. And they're very comfortable, very warm. You put tights, or wear skinny jeans or whatever and tuck them in there. But now UGG has teamed up with Very Important Puppies, which is a company. And they decided that we need them for our dogs. So UGGs are not cheap. If you buy them for your dog, it's going to cost you about $80.
What?
$80?
No.
No. See, no, Charlie, our golden doodle, had hurt her paws last year. We had to put little slippers on her. She hated them. She pulled them off all the time, but we had to protect her little paws. It's the cutest thing. She would never wear these, and I'm not spending $80 to buy Uggs from a dog.
You dress up Ace, your other dog.
I do. I don't think he would wear the slippers, but he loves his sweaters and his hoodie. He gets so excited when I put his hoodie on.
Crazy. You should see some of the Instagram posts. You did one yesterday. He was in something red, it looked like to me.
That's his favorite hoodie. He loves it. It's got little armholes. He never uses them. I don't know why.
Then how does he wear it?
Actually, the little armholes are in the back, but yeah, you just slip it over his head, and it comes about. It's almost like a crop top for a dog.
A crop top for a dog. No. Okay, that's enough.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
If you know somebody who loves Star Wars and is great in social media, this is like their thing, their job, what they do. Oh, here's a dream job for them. It's Rob and Liz, his morning crew on his radio, because Star Wars is looking for a social media manager and director.
Yeah, they are. They say you have to be passionate about the Star Wars franchise, which I think you and I, Rob, could definitely fill that role. But you've also got to lead a team of like 400 people.
That's a lot of people. They're looking. So here's the thing. Just because you have an Instagram and Facebook does not mean you're like great at social media. Because when it comes to using social media to talk about your platform, there's a lot of strategy that's in it. Not a lot of people understand that. I mean, it takes a lot of thought and process and strategizing on your post and when to post it. And there's algorithms and all this other stuff that goes along with it. It's just mind blowing. So,
and they change those algorithms like all the time. And so you're always like, wait a minute, I did it this way yesterday. And today it's completely different. Okay, here we go.
Crazy. You're right. Absolutely crazy. So here's the thing. They want to make sure that the person who's leading the team has at least 3 to 4 years of management experience.
Makes sense.
And 4 years of the social media platform, which is not just Facebook and not just Instagram, but YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Snap, and TikTok. So they want to make sure they understand in there. All of them. Yeah. Twitter probably. Not a lot of people, I think, use Twitter as much anymore.
They don't. Yeah, I stay off Twitter a lot. Nope. Don't like it so much.
So we'll see. We'll see who gets that job. If by chance you get that job, which I understand Disney has like great benefits. They have so many employees, right? Would you remember Rob and Liz?
Oh, yeah.
Would you? Because I do like Star Wars, although I don't know the ins and outs. I couldn't tell you, some people just know everything about Star Wars, not me.
Well, and just one little request. We just want to meet Mark Hamill. That's all there is to it. And Baby Yoda. Okay, 2 requests.
Mornings with Rob and Liz.
Okay, let's be honest. How much streaming did you do of video with this whole pandemic thing? It's Rob and Liz, his morning crew on his radio, because they're saying, man, streaming is up by billions.
Of course. Well, I don't know that many people that still honestly have cable. I mean, they've kind of pulled that plug and done the streaming thing. I watched a lot over the holidays during the quarantine. Didn't you?
Oh, yeah. So we have Disney Plus. That's new for us, although we get that free through our cell service.
Right.
And then there's Hulu, which we get that free because of our Spotify. And then I think we have Netflix, although I'm kind of want to get rid of it because there's a lot of junk up there.
There really is a lot of junk. I don't watch as much Netflix as I would have thought when I first got it. Disney Plus, I kind of live there. Amazon Prime, I get some things there. I don't do the Hulu thing. I tried it for a while. You have Pluto. That one's free.
It is. Yeah, I like Pluto because there's the Johnny Carson channel. You can watch Dog the Bounty Hunter. A lot of specialty. If you like one show, they have a lot of specialty channels that's just that show. Like CSI, they air all the CSIs on one channel on Pluto, which is free. HBO Max, a lot of people are getting because of Wonder Woman that came out. And I hear that Liz loved the movie.
Oh, you heard wrong. I was disappointed. I mean, we get HBO Max for free because my husband, has that tie-in. But yeah, it was disappointing.
I'm so sorry.
It was too long. Plot holes galore.
Wow.
Sorry.
I'm
sorry.
so sorry. But what about the tribute near the end, in the middle of the credits?
Listen, I freaked out. When I saw that happen, I absolutely freaked out. And then I went into this whole explanation of what that was to my kids. They could have cared less what I had to say.
Yeah, I tried to put on I don't want to say too much in case you haven't seen it
just in case.
Yet. Yeah. So, okay. So
but
there you
go.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
I have a feeling this 5-year-old is going to inspire you because of what she did during the Christmas break. Hi, it's Rob and Liz, his morning crew on his radio.
Yeah, her name's Ariana. She's from New York, and she spent probably the 2 or 3 weeks she got at the Christmas vacation doing something to help others, and she had some fun doing it too. She made New Year's cards that she wanted to give to some of the elderly in her neighborhood. I guess there's a senior center, a nursing home that is in her neighborhood, and so she spent those weeks making cards. She told her mom, and her mom's like, "What? You want to do what?"
Yeah, and 200. She made 200. That's a lot for a 5-year-old. And she opened up her piggy bank because she wanted to give more than a card. She wanted to give some gifts to these residents at the nursing home.
Yeah, she broke open her piggy bank and was able to buy a vase for flowers and also like a Santa Claus cake. And they delivered it to the nursing home this past week.
Isn't that great? She just wanted to make sure that they were just loved on. And 200 cards for a 5-year-old? Come on. For a guy my age, that's a lot of cards to sit down and make in one sitting.
Yeah, not even just signing a card, but actually decorating it and coloring it. I wonder, at 5 years old, who had already planted that seed to give back, because they are doing an outstanding job.
His morning crew.
Okay, you're thinking about health at the beginning of the year. At least most people do. Maybe, you've got that under lock and key. You don't have to worry about it. But there's some people that are really trying to grasp this. So here's the thing. If you want to work out and look like Thor, Chris Hemsworth, his app is free. He has a workout app. I had no idea he had a fitness app. So he has this fitness app, and I think it's like for 6 weeks, he's opened it up and said, hey, if you download it, just use it on me, and I want to help you get healthy. Chris Hemsworth, the Thor dude.
Right. There's a lot of people that when they see, The Rock, or they see, these guys that get into shape, or women, they want to know what they do to get that way. Well, he's created an app. That is a very smart man.
I don't know if I'll try it. I might. I can't really do too much because, the surgery that I have next week, but oh my word, that looks like it would be amazing. If I wasn't in the condition I was in now, I think I'd do it.
Well, if he has the app and it goes well with people trying it for 6 weeks and then staying with it, maybe he does it again next year and we can jump on it. Let me tell you, I've looked around at this app a little bit. Yeah, it's beast mode.
Oh, so he's got some intense workouts there, huh?
Yeah, he does.
His morning crew.
If you've made a New Year's resolution, take heart. Most of us fail in the first 2 weeks. Oh my goodness. I hate to hear that, but it's true. I think it comes down to managing those expectations, is because we think starting out a new year that we're suddenly going to drop 50 pounds, or we're going to, break that habit right away. And we don't give ourselves a little room to fail, to have a stumble, a little. You can get back up on the horse. So don't count yourself out if you take a step backward.
True that.
Yeah, but they say that 80% of us fail in the first 2 weeks. Or I don't want to say fail. Back that up. Take that word out. We have some issues. In the first 2 weeks.
Yeah, issues, right? Like we just don't follow through with it. Hey, I've been there and done that. So I don't use the word resolution. Because for me, it sets me up for failure. So I look at a couple of goals and I write them down, and I want to make sure I just take care of those goals. That's how I do it. I don't know how others do it, but that's how I do it. And for me, it helps and it works.
Yeah. And one thing that's key is understanding that you're going to make a mistake. Don't beat yourself up about it. It's not a big deal. So you had a Reese cup. Okay. Chase that with a salad. You're good.
There you go. Just put the Reese's cup all over the salad and boom.
Mornings with Rob and Liz.
If you're into like HGTV, Discovery, and do-it-yourself, DIY, I always say it backwards because I'm dyslexic, you might like this new service. It's Rob and Liz, his morning crew on his radio.
I think I'm kind of excited about this new streaming service. It kicked off yesterday, and they did like a whole countdown with Joanna Gaines and Magnolia and all that good stuff. But it's called Discovery Plus. It is a service that you got to pay for. I'm sure they have a free trial or whatever. What I'm excited about, not only is it TLC and Animal Planet and all those, they're adding the BBC to it. Yes! I'm very excited.
Why are you excited about BBC?
Oh, because I love the royal family, and I love all the British shows, and Bake Off. It's called the Great British Baking Show here in America, but they call it Bake Off. So I'm very excited about all those.
Listen, there are now too many streaming services.
It's getting to be that way because we're going to end up paying just as much.
Exactly. See? So I cut the cord because I got tired of paying on how much cable was. I'm like, this is every month that turns around. It's like there's new charges. And the price just keeps increasing. I got rid of it. And then I started to get something that actually, I can afford this. Now with all these streaming services that are coming out, you're going to be, if you want a certain show, you have to have that streaming service to see that show. And plus, like Discovery Plus, they have Discovery Plus app streaming services only shows that you won't see on TV. It's like, come on.
What am I going to do now? See, some CEO somewhere needs to get with another CEO and say, let's put out a bundle pack. So you get Netflix, Amazon, Discovery Plus, Disney Plus, boom, for one low price of $7.99 a month.
Well, you just offer them for free. I don't mind the commercials.
Yeah. Like Hulu.
Yeah. Well, that's not free. So with Hulu, you have a price that you pay for commercials and another premium price that you pay to not have any ads.
Well, if the price comes down, I'll take the commercials.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
You may have heard the term, I'm sure you have, hangry. Hangry, that's where you're hungry and angry all at the same time. And it's like, really, is that a thing? Evidently, it is. Rob and Liz, his morning crew on his radio.
Research says being hangry is absolutely legit. It happens because if you don't eat over a certain amount of time, your blood sugar drops, then your brain starts just wigging out a little bit. And so you have to not only eat, but you also have to kind of breathe in and sort of get patient with yourself and everybody else around you. My oldest son, Luke, gets hangry.
Really?
And he does. He gets very moody, and I'm like, we need to go eat, don't we? Yeah. He's like, get me some food.
Yeah, it's always good to have a snack around. I always try to have a healthy snack, a banana, an apple, some veggies. Do I always succeed? No. But at least it helps if you have that little snack that's around. At least it does for me. I don't know about you, but it helps me with my hangryism. I don't know if I get hangry. Maybe I do. I don't know.
I like that word.
Mornings with Rob and Liz.
Tom Hanks. You've seen him in a lot of different characters, but wait till you see the latest version of Tom Hanks, because when you see him on social media in the past couple of days, you'll notice the dude has no hair.
What?
He's
what happened?
Bald. No hair. Well, there's this thing called male pattern baldness.
Oh, but it seemed to come on so quickly.
Actually, he's doing a movie role. So he's starring in a movie, or I guess it's a supportive role, but he's going to play Elvis Presley's manager in an Elvis Presley movie. And the dude, sported the dome. And so Tom Hanks is sporting a dome. He'll tell you, I don't like this at all.
He looks completely different. Like, if I ran into him on the street, I would have no idea who that was.
Baldy. There are people that look great bald. Tom Hanks, on the other hand, I guess because you're so used to seeing him with dark hair all the time.
It could be. The Rock, Vin Diesel. I mean, there's a lot. Bruce Willis. I mean, Bruce Willis has sported the bald look
since the
20
80s.
years, probably. Yeah.
Decades.
Yeah. It's
Decades.
a good look for those guys.
Looks
Maybe not
great.
for Tom.
Yeah. Needs a little help. Tom, we're feeling for you. I hope you're getting paid a lot to have bald hair right now.
His morning crew.